Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Brittany and this is Glory in the Mundane. I am today going to talk about everything that I have purchased so far for our newest baby due in September. I am currently 26, almost 27 weeks pregnant with our fourth baby. This is my fourth baby. My husband has one adult son, so it'll be the fifth sibling in our family. But this is the fourth child that we have currently living at home. We already have some stuff. There's a big long backstory. We thought we were done, so we got rid of not all, but most of our baby stuff. And so we did have to buy some new stuff, but that's okay. It is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and just get started on everything we have so far. So I hate baby baths. I have had a baby bath for all of my babies and realized by the third one that I was fighting something that was just silly. And so last time I had something similar to this, but it was like a fabric and it ended up getting really smelly really fast, and I hated it. So I actually found this one. I found it at the resale shop. I get everything. That's my tip for having, if you have a larger family or if you're just thrifty. I get most of my stuff at the resale shop, unless it's stuff like bottles and things like that for the baby. I get most of the stuff at the resale shop. So I got this for like $5. And so it's just a little bath insert. I have actually already used it with my daughter who is 2 because she hates washing her hair. But yeah, it's very convenient, and so I'm excited to have that now. This was actually given to me. It's used. It's just a bottle warmer that a lady that my husband works with had that she was getting rid of. And so I do plan on exclusively breastfeeding. I have nothing against formula, but my babies just don't tolerate formula. All of my babies that have switched over to formula have had a really hard time digesting it. And so I do plan to exclusively breastfeed, but I have had high lipase in the past, and so what that means is your breast milk changes flavor if it sits in the refrigerator or in the freezer for too long, and so you have to scald it. And you can scald it in a bottle warmer before putting it in the freezer. Just a little tip there for you. And also for if we ever have anybody come over and watch the baby, so we can, I guess I'd call her by her name, watch Evelyn while we're going somewhere, then they have an easy option. So I have a couple little swaddles. So this was Callum's little swaddle. We ended up, so for some reason, still having it, but I'm happy that we do. So it's one of the Halo sleep sack swaddles, and it's got the Velcro. But I'm more excited about the new ones I got because this one is just zips to the bottom. But these zip. They have the zipper on the bottom part too, so that you can actually change their diapers easier. Because the only thing that I didn't like about these swaddles, I loved this swaddle except for the fact that whenever you go to change their diaper in the middle of the night, you know, you have them all nice and swaddled up, and you know, that kind of wakes them up a little bit. And so it's hard to do in the middle of the night quietly to change their diaper. And so I have 3 swaddles. I thought I lost it because Kaylin keeps trying to steal it, because Kaylin loves anything that's pretty, Kaylin likes. So this is a stretchy swaddle. It's not a very big swaddle, so it wouldn't really do the job very well. This is more for looks when we're in the hospital, just to wrap her up. It's got a matching little headband that goes with it. And so this will just be to wrap up in the hospital, just to take pictures and stuff. I do not expect it to get used for an actual swaddle because it's not very big, but I do like the stretchy. And so that is on my list to order, is I want to order a copper pearl swaddle before she gets here. I've never actually had a stretchy swaddle, and so I'm not sure if I actually like them or not, so we're gonna find out. So I am very modest, and I don't like breastfeeding in public, but I hate the nursing covers because it never fails that they'll kick them off, or if you use a blanket, they'll rip them down. So this is actually a nursing, I'll show you, it's a nursing poncho. It goes all the way around. It is a 360, and it goes all the way to the back. And so then you can stretch out, and it has the same thing that all of the other good covers have, is so you can see baby straight down. It has the unforced neckline. And it's a very super lightweight material, which is good because in Texas, it is hot even in September and October. So that will be nice. And it's a light color, so it shouldn't be too heavy and hot. I also had my sweet mother-in-law has made blankets for all of my kids. All of my kids have a blanket, and we actually have a blanket too. This is something that she made us, is our little Afghan. And she also made one for Evelyn. And so this is Evelyn's blanket that her grandma made. And so we will take this with us to the hospital just to have for pictures, to bundle her up and everything. And all of my kids love their grandma blankets. They're like a special little thing. I also I used this more with Callum. I got rid of it, but it's just the Hakka breast pump. It's a silicone breast pump. You nurse on one side and you just squeeze and put it on the other side, and it catches the extra milk. I do plan on freezing some milk. I remember having really good luck with it, but I didn't like using it all the time because it was kind of a pain in the butt, and I'm lazy. I hate pumping. I really do. Let's see. I also have a little sound machine, just a little white noise, because I have learned that it's best to keep the room pretty noisy, so that way whenever there's kids running around and dogs barking and stuff, it doesn't wake the baby up because they have the white noise going on. I have a couple of little hats. Like I said, she's going to be born in September, and so it's still going to be hot, but most of your body heat is released through your head, and so I want to have a couple of little hats just for right after she's born. This one's got little unicorns on it, and that one's got a little bow. I don't really use hats that much, so I'm not going to get a bunch of them. This is one I got off of the marketplace. So this is a Moby wrap. It is used. I still have to wash it. I haven't washed it. I haven't washed anything yet, and so I still have to wash this one. But I love, like I said, I love buying things used because I got this for $10. And so I love baby wearing. And so especially whenever they're teeny tiny, I love wraps. So this is just a Moby wrap. I've always used a Moby. I've heard really good things about, I can't remember the name. I'll insert the name here, but I've heard really good names about that, but I am just blanking on the name. And but I have always used a Moby, and so I'm just going to stick with the Moby because it's what I know. So I also have, with Callum and Kaylin, we ended up bed sharing, and we are really insistent that we are not bed sharing this time. It made my husband extremely uncomfortable, which I get it. It made me uncomfortable too. We are very insistent on keeping her in her own sleep space. She will start out in the co-sleeper, and then very shortly after, once we acclimate, we will move her into her own little bed on the a little bit further from my bed. Our babies normally room in with us for like the first year or so. But anyway, all of that to say, we got this Sensu baby monitor, and it's supposed to detect it's a breathing alert, a rollover alert, and an overheat and cold alerts. And it got pretty good reviews. And so I figure that it'll give us at least a little bit of peace of mind. I'm so paranoid about all that stuff, but I couldn't justify, because we've never had any incidents, I couldn't justify buying the outlet because it was just so expensive. And so this was, I think about $100, but it went on sale for like $50, and I went ahead and bought it then. It had like a lightning deal on Amazon, and so I figure that'll give me a little bit of peace of mind. This I got on clearance for like $10. So even though we live in Texas, it does get a little chilly in like January and February. I hate the cold. And so this is a 3 to 6 months. So that'll be right around the time when it's the coldest of the year when she'll be in this. And it's just super, super thick, and it's really cute. This is my 4th baby, and I've never actually gotten this, but you know, the little coupons they give you at the doctor that have the various things that you can get for really cheap. So I finally ordered something from that, and it's one of those canopy, the car seat covers. And I originally ordered this whenever we didn't know what we were having. No, we knew what we were having. We weren't sure if we were done. And so I wanted to make sure that I had it in a gender neutral color in case we ended up having another baby after this. We are not having any more after this. We have officially decided. I've already talked about it in other videos, but I've had a lot of complications as far as my health and stuff. This was something that my husband's coworker got for Evelyn. It's got a little bow, and it's really precious. I was actually, whenever we first found out she was a girl, I was a little bummed that we weren't having another boy, because girls are hard. But now I'm getting all of the little girl stuff, and it's really cute. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'm happy to have another girl. And then this is one of the only, so I think those are like the only 2 new outfits I have for her. I got her just a little sister onesie, and then it's just got a little cat on the butt. But I normally do not buy new baby clothes because I think Once Upon a Child is nationwide, I think, or at least in most places, but resale shops, so kids resale shops, I get all of my kids stuff from resale shops because it's just so much cheaper. So I will show y'all everything that I have gotten for her so far. The reason why is because you can get like for $1. This one's a newborn, I think, but it's got little dinosaurs. I love it because it's, even though it's girly, it's got little dinosaurs on it. Oh, you don't normally see little girly dinosaur stuff. That's cute. Little boxes, more flowers. These are all either newborn or 0 to 3. I think I only have, this one just says smile. I think I only have like 7 newborn onesies. Woke up this cute, let's see, little elephants. Now polka dots. This one's precious. It says Daddy Sweetie. And I did, even though she's going to be born in September, I did get a couple of long sleeves because even though it'll be warm, you know, everything in Texas is like high air conditioning, and so it'll be cold when we go places. Best smile ever. Another little elephant. This is just hearts and stars, shooting stars and stuff like that. Let's see, Mommy Sweetie. Little flowers. And those are all the onesies that I've got for her. And then I think most of these are going to be 0 to 3 months. Oh, there's also an elephant little onesie. No, okay, so these are actually about split halfway down the middle. So when they're really little, I prefer just the little sleepers. I don't do a lot of outfits. I prefer just the little sleepers. So this one's newborn, and I will only buy the ones with the zippers. I do not buy snaps, period. I absolutely will not buy them. I hate them that much. So I normally keep my babies in these or just in a onesie and swaddled pretty much the entire time when they are little, because this one's newborn as well. And I love these. I was looking for more of these. I think I have a couple. Yes, I've got 3 of them. So I really prefer the ones that have the little cuffs. If you are a pregnant mama or a first-time mama, if you can find the one with the cuffs, get it, because the cuffs will save your life. Those little mittens don't work at all. They will get ripped off. If I don't have ones with cuffs, I'll use socks on their hands, because the mittens don't work and those babies will scratch their faces. But yeah, I normally keep it really simple. I don't even buy cute clothes. I might have 1 or 2. I'm not even going to do it this time because we probably, with all the coronavirus stuff, I'm not even sure if we'll be taking her, even going to church. And so I normally have like a handful of outfits to go to church in whenever they're teeny tiny. But other than that, that's like the only time they actually wear real clothes. Otherwise, these are all 0 to 3 months. Otherwise, they're just in little onesies or little sleepers. And I only bought a couple of newborn things because I figure, so Callum was in newborn from, how big was he? He was 8 pounds, 9 ounces when he was born. And then by the time we had his first appointment with the cleft team at 3 weeks, he was 13 pounds. He was a big boy. He got big quick. And so I think he was only in newborn clothes for like a week. Kaylin was teeny tiny. She was 7 pounds. She was actually 7 pounds, 14 ounces whenever she was born. She had a lot of complications in the beginning, so she dropped all the way down to like 7 pounds, like 4 ounces, because she was in the NICU and everything. So she actually stayed in newborn clothes for about 2 or 3 weeks before moving into 0 to 3. So I'm not sure where this girl's gonna land. So I only got about a week's worth of newborn clothes, but I figure I can wash them if it comes down to it. I'm not gonna buy a bunch of newborn stuff. And so I do need to get a couple of more 0 to 3 month things. This is the last thing that I have, and it's just a simple hand pump. This thing is my absolute favorite. I actually prefer this over my double electric because it's just so much easier. I don't even have my double electric anymore. That's one of the things that I have to get. I have to contact the insurance company to get a new one. But I actually prefer this one anyway because it's just so much easier to deal with. If I was exclusively pumping, I would probably like my double electric better, but this is much easier for me to do, and it's faster, and I'll probably order the double electric, but I'm not even sure I'll really even use it. I'll probably use this majority of the time, but I want to have it as an option. The other things that we have, we already have it set up in the living room, so I'm going to go ahead and insert a clip here. This is the swing that we had. That's actually the exact same swing we had with our daughter, with our 2-year-old, but we ended up giving it to the church because we didn't think we were going to have any more kids. But then my neighbor had this one for her daughter, and it was the same one. And then she didn't end up liking it, so she just gave it to me. And I was really excited because it's awesome. It lays all the way flat so that if they fall asleep, you can just lay it back, and it's a glider. It's a really cool swing. I'm going to show y'all real quick. I'll show real quick the co-sleeper that my husband built. Okay, so it needs a good cleaning because it was in our garage. Ooh, let me see if I can get back up. My bed's right here. So it is, and this is a sign that my husband's friend made for us when we got married, and it is supposed to be hung up, but we just moved all of our stuff around in our bedroom. It took me forever to figure out where I wanted to hang everything. And so it's getting hung up this weekend. But anyway, so our co-sleeper, it is very dirty. It needs to be cleaned because it was sitting out in our garage. But my husband built this, and so it's very deep. It fits a mini crib mattress, and it pushes straight up to the bed. It's got my birthing ball in there because I'm going to need that very, very soon. But it's very, very sturdy. Like, you can't... I had my 8-year-old lay in it, and he couldn't... It was not going anywhere. And so that is what she will be sleeping in whenever she gets here. Okay, so the other stuff that we already have... I actually have my list here. We already have a stroller because we have a double stroller that we got for whenever I had 2 under 2. And we still use it, actually. And it has held up this long. And so we have a stroller already for her. My sister actually gave us my niece's car seat that had never been in an accident and was still in good condition. And so we have a car seat already. I have a Lilla Baby, which if you don't know what that is, I'll insert a picture here. It is a structured carrier. It is my favorite structured carrier for anybody that has a bad back, which I do. I use the wrap for whenever they're teeny tiny, and then whenever they hit like 3 months or so, I switch them into the structured carrier. We already have a pack and play from when Callum was a baby. We still have that one. We have more toys than we could ever possibly need because I just never ended up getting rid of them. I think they got mixed in with our other toys and I forgot about them, but we have plenty of toys. I'll probably end up reusing my diaper bag that is in the top of my closet, though I would like another one. So Christmas will be right around that time. So maybe I'll start out with my other diaper bag and I can ask for a new one for Christmas. And then I've ordered a pack of diapers. I do need more diapers, but I've ordered my first pack of newborn diapers. You know, since I am now entering into the 3rd trimester next week, that's about the time that I start stocking up on like diapers and stuff. We still need the swaddle, like I mentioned. I do still need a boppy. I love the boppy, and I got rid of mine, so I need a new one. But I'm trying to watch for resale shops because they're a little pricey, and so if I can find it, what I'll do is I'll continue until the very end looking in resale shops, and if I ended up not being able to find one that's in good condition, I'll go ahead and order a new one. I mentioned the 0 to 3 month clothes. I need a couple more of those and some pants. I want a blanket. I get all of my babies their own special soft blanket that they have from birth. Whether or not they attach to it is a whole different story. Callum and Kaylin didn't really attach to theirs. Matt did. And so I get them anyway. I need bottles, and to order that pump, I also need, this is a TMI one, but it's, I mean, babies and breastfeeding, you're just, yeah. So I need some nipple shields because all of my children have had tongue ties and lip ties and high palates. And so in case she does end up with a severe tongue tie, I might need a nipple shield until we can get her into the pediatric dentist to get it lasered. So just in case, I want to have some nipple shields on hand. I still need some socks. We are foregoing the bouncer. All of my babies have hated the bouncer, so I'm not even bothering getting another one. And we're trying to not do pacifiers because we have had 2 babies now who hated the pacifier, And it was a little challenging, but it was kind of nice because then they didn't end up ever having to get rid of it. And Matt didn't give up his pacifier until he was like 3.5, and it was really hard to cut the habit. And so I think we're going to try to go without a pacifier. And if it gets to the point that I feel like I'm needing it, then we can just go to the store and get one. Oh, and we have a crib, but my 2-year-old is still in the crib, though she is finally starting to get to a point where she is climbing out. So we are talking about going ahead and getting her a toddler bed. I think this video has gotten super long, and I think that's everything that I have. It's funny because I've always said that I am very minimalistic whenever it comes to babies, but I actually do use a lot of stuff. I say that I'm minimalistic in the fact that I try to only get what we absolutely need, and I try to do it on a more cost-effective, or in a more cost-effective way. But anyway, so this video is getting really long, so that is it. That is everything that I have for Evelyn. We have about 13 more weeks, roughly, give or take, because I've had one that has come 2 weeks early, one that came a week late, and one that came like right on his due date. I went into labor the day after my due date. So I have been across the board, so I have absolutely no idea when she's gonna get here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like more content like this, baby related stuff, or mommy advice, newborn infant advice. This is my 4th time doing this, so I have a little bit of experience. Please leave it in the comments below. If you have any other requests on things that you would like to see, put that down there too. If you are new here, I hope that you will consider subscribing. I do videos all about motherhood, homeschooling, biblical womanhood. What else? I'm sorry, y'all. It's late. I'm tired. So I hope you'll have a great day, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.